Oh.
This is the kind of game that I don't know if it could come out in this current game space, because there are a lot of little details that are all put together that just would take a lot of work in the PS3 or the PS4 compared to the PS2.
Yeah, I just don't see games with production values quite like this anymore.
Yeah. So this is Leon comes here to train.
He just swings his sword in the air all day.
Yeah. And now that we have 2 navigation gummy pieces, we need to come back here to get to the next part of the plot. Where now that we've seen how keyholes are sealed, Leon's explaining that we seal keyholes.
Would have been a great moment if fucking Sora was like, "Hey, you guys know this dude who's got like blonde hair and earrings? Says he's looking for someone." Seems important.
I know. To be fair, Sora has no reason to connect the dots.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would be funny if he just mentioned that offhandedly.
It would be funny, but like he has no reason to connect the dots. He's not given any hint that Aeris and Cloud might be looking for each other, even though they are. Because, you know, Aeris has no reason to tell him, and Cloud has no reason to tell him.
Yeah.
They don't know.
If only they knew.
Yeah, so we tell him, if we found this weird gummy, or like we put 2 halves of this gummy into like one weird gummy, what do you know about it? And then Leon's like, I don't know. And so he gives him a good luck charm that just happens to be the Simba summon.
There you are. What's going on?
Riku!
Hey, cut it out.
I love that since he's so used to seeing illusions of Kairi, he wasn't sure if that was the real deal at first.
Riku, are you in my heart? Can you please get out?
That's continuity right there. That's what we call that.
Second. Where's Kairi?
Isn't she with you? Well, don't worry.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm sure
actually.
she made it off the island too.
Actually, yes. Don't
We're
ask.
Finally free. Hey, she might even be looking for
So what's
us now.
Riku's deal at this point in the game?
We'll all be together again soon. Don't worry.
He has met Maleficent
Just leave
already.
everything to me.
And that's why he has the Soul Eater sword.
Soul Eater sword.
Yes.
You
know, from the anime.
Yeah. But what's his, like,
Sora, what did
deal at this point? He's looking for Kairi, I guess?
So he made a deal with Maleficent
With their help.
that if he does what Maleficent says, she would lead him to his friends.
Right.
So she's fulfilling her part of the bargain, but she's also about to manipulate him into thinking that Sora abandoned those two
Well, what do you know?
for
I never would've
Donald and
guessed.
Goofy.
Right.
Oh, and guess what? Sora's the Keyblade.
Because you can't have more than 2 friends. It's not allowed.
Well, more than yeah, basically.
So
We're a team of
this
3,
is
man.
called a Keyblade?
I love that Goofy's like, guess what? Sora is the Keyblade Master, as if Riku has any idea what the fuck that is.
Yeah, really.
Catch.
Whoa. Okay, so you're coming with us, right? We've got this awesome rocket. Wait till you see it.
No, he can't come.
What?
Forget us.
Oh, come on. He's
And
my
this is
friend.
Donald being a dick for no reason.
Because it's Donald.
Oh, he's
Yep.
gone.
Which again is in line with
Riku?
Donald of Disney lore.
Nice going. Oh well. At least he's okay. And who knows? Maybe we'll run into Kairi soon too.
I'm not worried about how he just
About
left
that.
again. Yeah,
Yep, not at all.
whatever.
I love that it says like, have you guys heard of that Maleficent chick?
She's pretty good, I've heard. Very nice individual.
Yeah. You know, she calls herself the mistress of all evil, but that's just a front. You know, she does the soup kitchens and shit on her spare time.
She's just a poser, just like Cloud.
I wish that was her story.
That would be
That would be
pretty great.
incredible. But yeah, we're about to see Riku become a gullible idiot because he's only 15 years old. It really does. It really does explain a lot when you think about how old these characters are.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of what they fall for makes total sense.
You see, it's just as I told you. While you toiled away trying to find your dear friend,
Ominous
he quite
music.
simply
So
replaced
ominous.
you with some new
So Disney.
companions. Evidently, now he values them far more than he does you.
This is the conclusion I have come to. Of course, obviously it's to trick
Yeah.
him, but
There is no evidence supporting that claim.
yeah,
At all.
that's the best part.
I'll help you find
You know, it's
what you're
funny that just
seeking.
earlier we were talking about bold-faced lies, huh?
Yeah.
Riku's just a little more susceptible.
Yeah. You know, when you're 14, you know that you don't know some things. When you're 15, though, you think you know everything.
That's where you going with that.
What in the world are you doing down here?
So when I play this game, I usually miss this scene completely.
Huh, I just don't
Oh
believe
god,
it.
yeah, I don't remember this
Here
at all.
I was, up all night just worried sick about you. Why, of all the Pinocchio?
I love that they do that off screen so they don't have to animate the nose growing larger.
Too much work.
I love those little animation tricks where if it's not plausible, the translation's not plausible, you just do it off screen. Yeah.
Yep. Things sure are happening.
So this has no real importance on the overall story of Kingdom Hearts, so I don't have much to say about it.
Oh.
It's just Pinocchio stealing from Sid for no real reason, because he has no I don't think he needs to eat.
Oh. That's how that works.
Remind me to link the article, the video from Cracked, about why Pinocchio is a terrible movie. Because it makes no sense.
Oh, looking forward to that. Jiminy. We're going to the whale?
So right now, Geppetto's in Monstro. Because
Right.
of course he is.
Yeah. I forget, is that our next destination?
Nope.
Okay.
Agrabah is.
Oh.
Agrabah is the transition world between the first and second half of the game. Or, I'm sorry, Act 1 into Act 2. Now we're in Act 2 of the game.
And the keyhole.
The Heartless are searching for it now. I'm certain we'll find it soon enough.
Yeah.
So that just leaves...
Jafar, I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You
I want to
said
point out that
things
actually
under
is Gilbert
control.
Gottfried.
Agrabah is
God
full of
bless.
holes for
Got Gilbert
rats
Gottfried
to
back.
hide in. But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
We need all 7 princesses.
You
of
know,
Hearts
aside from the
open
fact that she
final
needs
door.
the princesses,
Any fewer
all of
is
them.
useless.
and you should know this because she's probably explained this to you before, I imagine.
That important. We'll find her. Find Jasmine.
I'm sure you will, creepy man with the beard.
He's incredibly creepy. I do like how the Heartless have different costumes depending on the world they're in.
Keep yourself in darkness too long.
Yeah, it's implied that like the Heartless you becomes also somewhat influenced by the world you live in.
Sure.
Your
That's fair.
concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
Then again, those are artificial Heartless, so I don't know.
Consistency, man.
Okay, there's a plot point that's established in this game where you can tell whether a Heartless is naturally born or artificial by whether or not it has an emblem on it.
Oh, jeez. The artificial
If it has an emblem on it, that means that Ansem created the Heartless with his machines.
Okay.
And if there is no emblem, that means it's a pure blood, in quotes, Heartless, made by someone naturally succumbing to darkness.
Okay.
Fun facts.
Oh, I do love fun facts.
So those Heartless are since you see those emblems, you know that they are made by Ansem or whoever has control of those machines now.
Where might I find this street rat? Jasmine, allow me to find
I do love that the characters of Kingdom Hearts kind of come in at an ambiguous time in the movie because it's implied that Jasmine and Aladdin know each other, but it's also implied that he hasn't found the genie yet. So like it's its own separate continuity that's different from the movie's continuity, but related.
Yeah.
They just take those characters and change them around so that it makes sense for Sora and Ko to be interacting with them.
Right, instead of trying to infringe on the actual plot of the film.
And I like that because it makes the game flow a lot better, as opposed to Kingdom Hearts 2, where it feels like they are jury-rigging them into the movie plot.
Yeah. That definitely, I can see that being a problem.
But we can say more about that when we actually start playing, or not playing. We're not going to play Kingdom Hearts 2. Dear
Yeah,
God,
man,
no.
get hyped for the Kingdom Hearts 2 and Friction LP.
We've got too much shit on our plate to do that.
God, yeah. You imagine doing a critical Let's Play season on a very long RPG?
To be fair, Kingdom Hearts takes about 20 hours, which isn't that much longer than like a Watch Dogs.
Yeah, but by the end of Watch Dogs, we were already fucking done.
That's because there was nothing going on in Watch Dogs.
True. So, when are we gonna start a Battleborn LP? That's the real question.
Fuck you.
Talking about dating this video. Battleborn's not even out yet.
Yeah.
So fucking great this is.
They didn't know that this Battleborn had not come out yet until you said it.
It's true. I just like dating videos.
Yeah. So instead of wishing to become a princess for his first wish, he wishes for Gene to get rid of these Heartless.
Okay. I feel like Sora could have done that, but you know.
And that's obviously not Robin Williams. It's a sound-alike.
Thanks, Sora.
Look it up.
Aladdin, what are you doing out here?
Same old stuff.
Yeah.
Hunting legendary treasure. Just paid a visit to the Cave of Wonders.
Same old stuff as if we know each other.
Found that magic carpet. And this
I didn't think about that until just now.
Has it that whoever holds the lamp.
Then again, if they're writing this, figuring if you're playing this game, you know the story of Aladdin, even if you've never seen the movie before. So like, I guess it makes sense that we would be familiar with that character.
Genie is voiced by Dan Castellaneta in the first game.
Sure.
He's known for Homer Simpson in The Simpsons. So there's that.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that. That particularly sounds like fucking Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Ooh. I love all the Genie stuff straight from like the movie.
I do.
It's really good.
I do. It is really good. I do love that this game does actually adequately explain why Genie doesn't solve this plot at the beginning of it. Not yet, but it will. We will actually explain why Genie doesn't just solve the story right now.
Until we reach Agrabah.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah named Jasmine.
Uh-huh.
But she's a princess. And
there's always a girl and a carpet.
Yeah. I just wish the Sora would say, oh, yeah, by the way, we met this Jasmine chick earlier, and she was really eager to get down your pants.
She was already very interested in you. You could save the wish, buddy.
Yeah. She already kind of wanted to fuck you.
I guess you don't get out much, huh?
Comes with a job. Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty-bitty living space. It's always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison. I'm lucky to see the light of day every century or 2.
Say, Genie, what if I use my
Hold
last
the shot.
wish to
Hold
free you
it.
from the lamp? What do you think?
Yep.
Okay, hold the shot.
You do that?
That wasn't the greatest cinematography, but even though this game does usually have some pretty good cinematography.
I don't know, I thought it was cute. Just held a little long. I'd be curious to see how the
2
budget...
seconds too long.
Yeah, but I'd be curious to see how the budget will change that in later games. It's only been 200 years. It's pretty short.
I love the music in this
Setting
game.
your
Pretty good.
sights a little high.
Pretty good.
Aren't you, boy? Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
Jasmine!
I'm so sorry, Aladdin.
Genie, help Jasmine.
Because we know each other somehow.
1 wish left.
So
You're
yeah,
making this really
he
easy,
does
you
use
know?
his wish to save
Sorry,
Jasmine,
boy. I'm
except...
afraid your second wish has been denied.
Except... Nah, bro. Nah.
How did you let go? Did you not feel it come out of your hands?
Cartoon.
And
Yeah.
now, I bid you all farewell.
Although, for some reason, that technically counts as him using his second wish, even though he didn't actually get his damn wish.
I want a wish refund.
I would request a refund.
Man, let me tell you about
So this
wish,
is actually
wish customer
a
support
really
that was
cool-
pretty bad. A couple hundred
This
years
is a
to get
really
back to
cool
you.
boss fight.
It's a little disorienting
Because
right
the
now.
bosses are the head and tail of the centipede.
Oh,
And
right.
they will use the pot spider enemies to lengthen themselves.
Right.
And I remember in the original version of this, I was talking about how, because of the PS2's limitations, this game is very heavily zoned. But this is the one fight where you see multiple zones being combined into one.
Okay.
Because that would be a very small boss arena otherwise.
Yeah.
To the desert. Come on.
And I think they managed to get away with it by just removing a lot of the animation, or like a lot of the interactable objects in the scene, and by despawning all the other enemies besides the boss and the pot spiders.
Yeah.
I don't know how they technically did it, but it was still very impressive at the time.
This is like something you see in a Garbage Teacher article or something, like a developer LP. And it's like, let me tell you
Yeah.
about all the weird shit we had to do to get this running.
So if anyone out there developed Kingdom Hearts and wants to tell the story, please let me know, and then I'll point you to Stuart Bunny Hop so he can get the interview done from you.
Go yell at George to
Because
make it
I don't
happen.
have that kind of time, but I'm sure he's interested.
And if not, just yell at me. Just whatever, I'll find
Yeah.
a way. I'll talk about Kingdom Hearts with people. I'll make time.
So this is the worst boss fight in the game,
I barely remember it being a boss fight.
because the boss fight is his eyes.
Good job,
That's his
Aladdin.
weak point.
You got this, Aladdin.
So you have to actually climb up there and gouge out his eyes with your Keyblade.
Uh-huh. But how do you get up there?
Exactly. That's the problem. Getting up there is not only extremely tedious and hard, but he very frequently shakes you off.
Jeez.
See, that's how you climb up, or you're supposed to.
You have like a few seconds and you barely hang
But
on.
then he will very frequently shake you off, and it's a really tedious boss fight.
Jeez. I was thinking, didn't you have to have a special item to be able to see enemy health bars? Because I distinctly remember the first game having boss health.
It's a skill.
Okay.
It's a skill that you get when you level up. The earliest you can get it is 9 if you take the shield.
Okay.
Other ones you'll get it in like your 15s and or somewhere in your 20s.
Because I do remember the first game, its health bar system was like colors, and then the second one they were like, wait, we should just have dots so you have a better idea of how many health bars you actually have left.
Yeah. The worst part is that when bosses got high enough HPs, they would have an invisible HP bar because they didn't have enough colors.
Right, they ran the gamut of colors. God, what a nightmare.
Which is a problem.
Yeah.
Doing so may actually prove useful to our...
To our
Wait a
what?
second. Are you Maleficent?
Jafar, let Jasmine
I'm
go!
surprised he would be able to deduce that because like you'd have no reason to think that, given what he knows.
Somehow hold the key to opening the door.
Because remember, Sora has no idea that Jafar and Maleficent are in cahoots.
True.
But you fools
Also,
will
what?
We know because we saw those scenes.
Also, I love how Jafar is the one dude who just has the monologue revealing the grand plan.
Yeah. I do love that they explain why Genie's not helping you by having him in possession of Jafar for most of the story.
Yeah.
I also love that in this fight, since Jafar wished for Genie to fight you, he has to, but he's also very, very wishy-washy about it because he doesn't actually want to.
Now we got health bars.
Yeah. So, like, you'll see Genie, like, swatting at you without really putting much effort into it.
Interesting.
And if you hit Genie, he'll drop, like, health and MP items.
Oh, wow.
On accident.
Accident. Quote, quote.
Again, I do love the little bit of verisimilitude that the game has when it's boss fight design.
It's very, very cool, and I don't know too
I
many games
actually
that do
really
that.
like this boss fight.
Yeah, seems alright. The genie aspect seems to be
I
most
remember being a
interesting.
favorite. Yeah, like Jafar himself is pretty easy to swat, just get up there and swat. But yeah, there's a little interesting thing about that fight. A lot of the fights have like this one little interesting detail about them, and that's the one for this fight.
Does it work? There we go.
And then you learn the Blizzard spell.
Oh, is this where you'd learn it otherwise? Because I remember learning
Well,
Arrow.
if you already have it, you'll upgrade the one you have. That's how this game works. Like you find the spell, and if you find a duplicate of it, you just get an upgrade.
My final wish.
So there's 3 of each spell in the
I
world.
want you to make me an all-powerful genie.
That's a very specific wish.
Yeah, really. Also, I like how he said genie, not all-powerful being. Like, all-powerful god. It's like specifically something that is bound by a set of rules.
I know. To be fair, if he wants to wish that, by all means, let him.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do, buddy.
Yeah.
Woo! No fall damage, right?
Exactly.
Sword just lands and he's like, oh yeah, feel good. Didn't break my legs or anything.
So I do like this boss fight.
Yeah, I remember enjoying this
Also-
one a lot. Good design.
I love the gimmick here, is that since he's a genie, he's invincible, but his lamp is not. Or specifically, Gilbert Gottfried holding the lamp is not invincible.
Telling me Gilbert Gottfried isn't invincible.
So if you beat... So the way you win this fight is to beat the shit out of Gilbert Gottfried until he drops the lamp.
Also, can we talk about how Aladdin and Donald are already dead? And the fight just started?
Yep. Yeah, again, your partners are parasites.
They're just leeching off you. It's incredible.
And even if Jafar is invincible, if you hit him with a magic spell, he will get knocked out for a little bit.
Ah, so you hit Godfrey for a while.
Yeah. But if you hit Gilbert Gottfried enough, he'll drop the lamp and you win the fight.
Sounds good.
I mean, it doesn't actually drop the lamp. The fight ends the way any other fight ends, but just no one animates anymore.
It just occurred to me, like, has there even been a boss fight thus far that doesn't have some kind of gimmick? Like, I mean gimmick in a good way. Like, really.
I don't think so. This game, like I said, this game has some really good boss fights.
Yeah, like it's not. There's no real like bog standard just wailing to do boss fights.
Like it's not Dark Souls by any means, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Back to your lamp.
Yeah, but every boss fight has this cool little gimmick that's more than just, oh yeah, beat him up until his HP reaches 0. Even if they is just beating them to 0, there's always this little cool little twist on the fight that you can use to either as like a little detail or just as to get an advantage over the fight.
Right. Well, so after all that, he still got Jasmine.
Yep. It's implied that Riku kidnapped her
Yeah, I believe it. That's what he's been
while
doing.
you were all fighting Jafar.
Couldn't have had Donald or
Again,
fucking
he's
Goofy
15 years
watching.
old with Maleficent. Yep. You know, Sora does not want his old friends anymore. He's got new friends now.
That's right. He's not at all looking for how to save them or anything.
Yeah, I do like that. He's like Sasuke in that he gets super jealous of the hero character, but unlike Sasuke, he gets over it at the end of the game.
Gets over it. That's the best way of putting it.
Like, Sasuke doesn't get over it until the end of that entire series.
Yep. Till like the last chapter.
Let's talk about Naruto for a moment there.
Oh, it's not.
That's not. We got our own plans for that.
Yeah. Yeah, look forward to that.
Or not.
Yeah, or don't look forward to it. I don't really care. I wouldn't blame
I
you.
mean, it is filthy anime at the end of the day, so like, don't get too excited
filthy,
about it.
alright.
Fucking Naruto smut.
Oh god.
I can't even take me seriously now. But yeah, this is actually probably one of my favorite worlds in the game. Is Agrabah, because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, this was a good one.
So like,
good boss
so
fights, good
Aladdin's
characters.
like, take me with you, and then Sora's like, I can't.
I already tried to take Riku and Donald got super pissed.
Yeah. Can't meddle with the affairs of other worlds.
Earth to Al.
Yeah,
Except
don't,
for all that meddling we just did.
except for Sora meddling in everyone else's world.
Just say the word. Ask
The
me to
one
find
thing
Jasmine
that
for
I
you.
wish... Because this always... The thing that grates me about this
For
is
your
that...
freedom, Genie.
Al!
Aladdin could easily wish for Genie to find Jasmine, and then hand the lamp to Sora and have Sora wish for Genie's freedom. Or the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. I don't know.
Or, you know, now that Genie's free and has all these powers, he could just do it because he wants to anyway.
You're your own master.
It's the problem when you have a Genie in your plot
Yeah.
that is free
It'd be
and on your
great
side.
to Go along with them and
You have to explain why he's not just solving all the plot.
Literally just roll credits the second Genie shows up.
Taking orders from others.
Yeah. So Genie becomes a summon.
But
Right.
a favor
His first, he's
now
gotta make
Because
a
his
joke,
cosmic power involves gravity
I guess I
spells.
could give that a try. After all, we're pals.
I guess.
I guess.
Genie.
I don't know, I never actually used any of the summons in this game.
I remember using them a bit in 2, but not much in 1.